Hi everyone, it's Tracy here from Art Fibre Stitch. I'm just giving you a quick look at what we've done so far on this lovely textural 2D needle felt project. And now we're going to finish with part 4. Right, well here we have it, and it's looking great. I think we'll just finish this off. Yes, it does need more poking. We can do that at our leisure. Very good for taking out frustrations. Particularly like, can you see the shiny bit of that we popped in? Let me just see if I can find some. This is what it's like. See, this one's bluish, this one's silver. I've got others, but how they've got the giant holes in them, that makes it perfect for this. And I just like to rip of it. And place it in. And then I'd put a little tiny bit of something over top, just to hold it on. So we can highlight those waves. We can decide where they're going to be. Now, there's a few more things I want to do. One is that I want a definite line there between, well, where the clouds are and the sea starts. I'm not sure what colour. I would like it to be dark, but I mean, I could put that there to start with. If I want something more straight, more defined rather than thin, I can just do that. Tease it out into a little sausage shape. I think I'll put that dark colour there to start with. And I might brighten it up with something. I've got a more definite line, definitely. What else would we like? Just keep experimenting with tiny bits. So I'm wanting to complete this bit here, maybe tidy up these little clouds a little bit. I can still bring things down, you see, and make it more of the shape I want. So we've got these lines that are suggesting that little bit of waves. But we need to start from nothing, and they get bigger as they come down. And at some point, they've got to start having caps on them. I've still got more of this lovely fabric. I really think that works a treat. Sometimes I just place it down to see. It's not really going to go in too well unless I put something over the top. Something light coloured. We've still got these lovely bits here. The tassels from my jumper. I've also got this yarn. I think that would look really good. I could couch that on if I wanted to, get in a little bit of stitching. I love playing with this. These yarns, I always look out for yarns that are interesting, or bobbly or hairy or whatever. It only takes a tiny little bit in your stash. Try a bit of that blue in there. Get some bits that are more bobbly, like this is, but just a little bit more. So we've got this one here spraying up. What can we do with that? Just trying to see if I can just sort of ball a bit of it. Might not work. Then I'll just pull it off. Doesn't matter at all. Move them around. Join them up. I don't know what's going to look best. I'm just experimenting, and it's what it is all about. So yarns really do help. I don't want to obscure all that, but I do want some white through there. Now, knowing when to stop is the problem. Do we need some more white caps over here? They wouldn't be as big because they're more in the distance, aren't they? But we could have a little bit. But talk about texture. Okay, where's this brownie colours? I'm doing here is just adding in a little bit more rocks. Little bits that are peeking amongst those waves that are crashing over. If you're not sure, take a bit off and pop it back. Move it. Until you do that final stabbing, it's probably very easy for you to take off. Now, if I wanted to do more, I could cover these up more. I quite like that that ragged edge there, you know. So I may not, but I could. And another thing I could do is I could easily stitch if I wanted. So I might just do a tiny bit of stitching just to see. Now, to finish it off, see how I've got these threads that I used up here? I just thought they are a lot like little trees or something, aren't they? I'm just going to do a few little French knots on there, just to really set it off and to anchor that down a little bit. Certainly don't have to bother, but I just fancied it. I thought some French knots there, maybe. And maybe a few white ones on the spray, not a lot. What else would I like? Maybe some birds in the sky. They won't be French knots, but we'll take it somewhere else with that. So let's call it just 2 stitches. Let's say we're going to do French knots, which are like this. You bring your thread up from underneath. You wrap it around your needle a few times like that, and then plunge it back in. Not in exactly the same spot, but very close. There. Now I'll change colour to the white and do a few more down here on the waves and on the sand to represent the froth and the bubbles. Just a little bit. You could also add in little seed beads or whatever you like. Now I'm just wanting to finish off with a few birds in the sky, and I'm just going to use a fly stitch. And I bring the needle up from underneath, and to the right I put it in again, and then I bring it out slightly lower, and lower again I put it down again, like a little Y shape. And if I do like a tiny little stem on the Y and have the longer bit as the wings, it does really look like a bird from a distance. See if you can pick up what I'm doing. So a little smattering of birds in my sky. See how I've started very small? They're the ones more in the distance. I'll get a little bit larger at the ones that are closer to me. I'm using a brown kind of colour, and I think it's good. It's subtle. I like it. Well, I hope you have enjoyed watching along as we've had a real adventure with this one. It's very, very textural, like I say, and so much fun to do. Have a go at needle felting and make your own woolen seascape. Thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to, you can always leave a donation in the link that's now provided. Thanks again for watching. I think we'll leave felting for a little while now and try something different next time. Thank you.